a wonderful pleasure and a humble honour to be talking to this individual, a fellow Brummie, and of course we're in Birmingham, so I couldn't, starting my Brit Punjabi interviews, it had to be him. A man of many talents, actually, just finished doing Bollywood with the classical Birmingham Symphony Orchestra. So we are here in the heart of Birmingham talking to the one and only, the great man himself, Shin from DCS. The main man is here. Baji, welcome to the Brit Punjabi platform. So
thank you.
Thank you for being here.
It's a pleasure to be here in the open air with you. So it's been a long time.
And behind us as well, two Brummies.
Yeah, two Brummies
having a chit chat
in Birmingham, having a chit chat.
So the world know that we are Brummies, so because Birmingham.
Oh yeah.
People come from Birmingham, so around the world who have listened, we're known as Brummies, and we love people to come and visit us. So welcome to the lens of Brit Punjabi. But obviously the reason we're here is because you've just finished a show with the classical Birmingham Symphony Orchestra. Doing Bollywood.
Doing Bollywood music with the 90-piece symphonic orchestra.
Wow.
The CBSO, City of Birmingham Symphony Orchestra. Yeah.
Oh, I thought it meant for classical, but it's City.
Yeah, it's City. Yeah. They're world renowned. Right. World renowned. They tour all over the world doing performances. And this is the 6th performance I've done with them.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So, but every time we do it, it's just absolutely fabulous. Okay?
Yeah.
It's an amazing experience. It's something very different.
Yeah.
To perform with 90 musicians playing behind you, and that feeling that you get running through you, the adrenaline, and then singing those beautiful Bollywood songs, that I've been brought up with, that we've all been brought up with, and getting a chance to sing those. The way they were recorded, because let me tell you a little story, right?
Please. We love stories.
I was in India in 1989, right? And I went to Bollywood. I got some friends in the industry there, right? So I went to meet them.
Sure.
And there was a recording session going on at a place called Mehboob Studios, the world famous.
I've heard of it.
Mehboob Studios in Mumbai, right?
Right.
And my friend, they used to have an office within the studios.
Right.
And I just asked them on the couch, I said, is there any chance of me seeing a recording session? I want to see these studios where all my idols record, right? And they said, okay, let us check who's in there today and what's going on. So they went and checked, and it was Lakshmikant Pyarelal, right?
Wow.
The gods of Bollywood music directors, right? And they said they're in there, they're doing a song, Muhammad Aziz is singing on it, and Anuradha Podwal, right? And it's for a film called Nagina 2, which was the follow-up film with Shri Devi, and Rishi Kapoor was in the second one as well. And they were recording a song for it, so I said, yeah, get me in on the session. Yeah.
Wicked.
And my wife and my 2 kids, who were quite young at that time, they were with me as well. And I went there, Sukhi. I got there at midday, and I was there till 10 o'clock at night.
Oh, wow.
I would not move. They could not get me out of that studio. I was spellbound. Being a musician, it was amazing to see how they work, because they work with big Lakshmikant Pyarelal are renowned for working with 100-piece orchestras. 25
all the violinists.
25-piece beat section. 25 violins. 10, 15 guitarists. Then you've got mandolin players, you've got other little percussion players, you've got a big brass section, 20-piece brass section, and apni Indian sarangiyan, shehnais, pipaniyan, jo bhi hai, everything is there in that room, and they're all playing together. And when I saw that, I said to myself, wow, it would be amazing to one day be able to reproduce this in the UK.
Wow.
And when I had the opportunity to first do a show with a symphony orchestra, the CBSO, in 2006, we did a tribute to Muhammad Rafi. And we did all his songs. I just jumped on it. And since then, touch wood, every few years they do a big show, and I'm always I'm appearing on it.
Obviously I couldn't make it, but there's a couple of friends of mine who did. Born and brought up in the UK, but like ourselves, brought up on Bollywood music, and they thoroughly enjoyed it.
You would.
So whoever was singing Ye Dosti.
It's me. And Navin Kundra, the other guy singing with me on the day.
They said, we just felt, we were in a Sholay movie,
Yeah.
We were in Birmingham.
In
We were
Birmingham.
at the Symphony Orchestra. It was just so many emotions.
Oh, yeah.
Just running through.
Yeah.
Going back to that time, the Lakshmi Kant Pyare Lal
Yeah.
saga. So here you have music sheets and everybody knows what they're doing.
Oh, yeah.
How did it work? How did it work over there in the olden days, or in those days in Bollywood?
In Bollywood?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
they have the same.
Really? Okay.
They have all their music written down.
Okay.
It's written down for them.
Right.
And they will play per bar.
Okay.
It's all done to the
So it's a
count.
proper
when
orchestra.
when they're recording,
Yeah.
it's a proper orchestra.
Yeah. No,
100-piece orchestra.
Wow.
Lakshmikant Pyarelal, they all had their own. Lakshmikant had his own. R.D. Burman had his own.
Right.
Kalyanji and Anji had their own. They all used to have their own orchestras and their own musicians playing them. And the music is always written down by the arrangers.
Okay.
Because when they're recording stuff, it has to be done to a certain meter.
Sure.
They can't just play nilly-dilly.
Yeah, well, that's what I thought.
Yeah, no,
because like some of the Punjabi films have been making, chalo ithe aa dialogue kar lo, tusi come back and do this.
Yeah.
I thought it was like,
oh, no.
That's
you know
a
what
good
do?
insight.
They rehearse for 2 or 3 days.
Right.
They'll rehearse first,
Right.
and then they'll do the recording.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
It's an amazing experience to watch.
That's an amazing insight,
how it
actually,
works.
yeah.
How it works. And it's very, very professional, very organized.
Yeah.
Very,
Could you see some old films or old clippings of those days? Mobiles went around. Mohammed Rafi ji or Lata Mangeshkar ji doing their own little bits. And I remember listening to one of Mohammed Rafi ji's interview, and he was saying like Lata ji would always put a little twist somewhere, like not telling me where it is. Do you know what I mean? They do the little
they do the
little play,
sneaky murky here and there. That Rafi doesn't know about, and then Rafi will do a little thing that she doesn't know about. But
amazing.
you can do a little thing like that, but as long as you're
within
the certain meter of the song and this, in your bar count.
Wow, that's amazing.
We do that here. We were doing that on stage as well.
Oh, wow.
I was singing a duet, beautiful duet with a singer called Priti Kaur. Apni Punjabi ladki, but what a singer!
Yeah.
What an amazing singer.
Coming up on Brit Punjabi next, Brit Kaur.
Is she coming? Yeah, it's definitely.
We're gonna get her.
Yeah, get her on there. She's amazing. And we were singing, and she's doing her little cheeky bits in between, and I'm doing my little murki in between. So it was
live is live.
It's a great vibe. It's a great vibe.
Live is live.
Live is live.
And how did the orchestra? Obviously, I'm presuming that they were all English.
Yeah, they're all English.
Kind of players. And how does that come together then?
Well, they're all English, but
they're all professional.
They're all professionals, right? And they read the sheet music, right? And we had a rehearsal 2 days before the show as well. And the guy who's in charge is a conductor. They call him a conductor. The guy who holds a little stick, the little wand, and waves it around. And it's a guy called Marcus.
Does that actually mean anything, or is just?
It's the count. And he keeps everybody together, and he knows the music inside out. He has his big sheet music.
Sure.
And then as they're playing, he'll tell the flute player, "Here's your part. Play your part."
Okay.
And then the violins, if they need to come up louder, he'll tell them to come up louder or go softer or whatever. He controls the whole show.
Right.
The whole thing, if he was not there, it would be chaos.
Hence the conductor.
Yeah. He runs everything. That wand that he waves, it's not a conductor's baton.
Okay.
It's actually a magic wand.
It's like a
magic
needle
wand.
that you got.
One of those from Harry Potter things, because the magic he weaves just holds everything together.
Wow.
It's amazing.
That's
amazing,
amazing. So that's Bollywood.
Yeah, that's
for
the
Shin Baji.
Yeah,
What about on the Punjabi scene?
Well, on the Punjabi scene, I'm recording.
Sure.
We've had a couple of songs out which came out last year.
Yeah,
We've got one coming out this year. There was another one earlier this year as well. Got another one coming out in a month or so, and then there's another one in the pipeline. We're just finishing off the video to it. So there's always stuff going on. I'm always recording and always releasing.
And the days of albums are gone now. Is it a lot easier now, Baji, then, because you just have to work on one song and then get out and work on another song?
I think it's harder.
Oh, okay.
Because now we used to have an album. We could give so many different flavors within an album, right? And it used to work because we used to take people on a journey with us, right?
Sure.
We start an album with a banging song, right? Which kind of sets the tone for the rest of the album.
Right.
Then you got some listening songs in there. You got some medium paced songs. You've got songs with messages in there. You've got love songs. You've got teri tamaka songs right in there. You've got some, joshile songs, that stir your soul, stir your mind, and make you dance.
100%.
So there was a complete journey that people used to go. Now you have to just kind of make one song that's going to try and do it all for you. You know what I mean?
I never thought of it like that.
It's bloody impossible. It's impossible to do that. So you have to kind of just right, I'm making a dance song now.
Yeah.
2 months down the line, okay, this is a sad song now.
Yeah.
Okay, 3 months down the line, oh yeah, I want to say something about such and such issue.
Yeah.
So this is a song that
So do
says
you
something.
feel kind of like sort of frustrated by that we can't do albums, or that we have to rely on this one song, see how this song goes, and then wait for the next one?
And then wait for the next one. I find that very frustrating.
Yeah, I was going to say that.
Because I'm not used to doing it that way, and like I say, we can't tell our story anymore.
Yeah, so it has an impact on your creativity, I suppose.
It does have an impact on your creativity, because being a musician, being a singer, and being an artist, I'm very flexible with my singing. I'm very versatile. I want to sing all kinds of songs. So in an album, I want to sing a soul song, I want to sing a fast song, I want to sing a medium pace song, I want to sing an emotional song. I want to do it all, you know what I mean? And we used to get the chance to do that in an album. But with a single, it's difficult. You just have to concentrate on the one thing at a time, and then you're waiting a long time before the next one can come. And I think, tell you the truth, Sukhi, I think the public are a bit frustrated as well.
It is,
because they don't get to see the artist in his true form.
That versatility.
They'll see that artist like that in that space the one time, and then they got to wait a couple of months to see him in another light. You know what I mean?
It's kind of like become a little bit easier for people who are not necessarily singers to have a go as well.
Well, you are a singer though. But you are a singer.
Not me. But you know, I was saying earlier on, it was like, you're the only one, because I went to so many people who said, Paji, I want to teach me whatever. But you're the only one, and I say this behind your back, in front of you. You said, Sukhi Aji.
Yeah.
And I sat that day in your kitchen with the Vajra, and I'm so grateful. I'm forever grateful.
Do you know
I want to put it in on TV to say thank you so much. And you're always humble, you're always amazing, and you're always willing to help. That's
Thank
so
you.
good.
Let me tell you something. I'm always willing to help people, because helping is not the problem, right? It's the problem is the time that you have to put in as the guy who wants to learn how to sing.
100%.
Getting all the knowledge does not make you a good singer.
100%.
It's putting the 10 hours of practice in. 10 hours of practice, 5 days a week, 6 days a week, 2 hours a day. Practice. You got to put that time in, and that will make you better as a singer, not the knowledge that I'm going to give you. I will show you how. Go down there, take a left, take a right, go up the stairs, and you'll get there. But it's going to take you ages to get there. And you got to put that time in.
But the thing though, Baji, is that for people like who haven't got the knowledge, we as in other people like me feel that, actually, if I could get a little tip, I could get a bit of knowledge from that person that you look up to. And for that person to open their heart and open the door for you is a huge thing. So thank you.
Knowledge is very important. That's why I still have a guru. You know why I have gurus? So you have to learn all the time. But learning, the hard work
is
putting the time in.
It is,
and that's what counts.
It is hard. I do find that side of thing very, very difficult.
Very difficult.
To do everything else as well. And
do you know, living here in this country where you have to work, you have to study, you've got to do what you've got to do day to day, as well as trying to find 2 hours in your day, which is near on impossible a lot of the time, to kind of do your riyaz as well. So it's difficult, and hats off to anybody who just tries.
So Shin Bhaji, how do you feel about, obviously Bhangra music has always been in Bollywood and everything, but now with the likes of Diljit Dosanjh and Karan Aujla, and taking that sort of Bhangra, but a different style of Bhangra back into Bollywood again.
I mean, it's amazing. I love what these guys are doing, and it's just fantastic to see that they've taken Bhangra to another level, right? They've made it international. The mainstream are accepting it now. They've accepted it before, back in our day as well, but now they've kind of taken it on board. Half of the Punjabi film industry was made up of Punjabi people. It still is, right? And Punjabi songs have been around for ages in Punjabi films, and it's great to see them still going strong. Punjabi and Bhangra music, right, you can never get rid of. You will never get rid of, right? No matter how much people some people hate Bhangra music, right? And some, but you cannot get rid of us. We're here to stay. Bhangra it's become a monster, right? A good monster, in that it fuses with every kind of style. During my 40 years in music, I've seen it fused with reggae, it's fused with pop, it's fused with rock music, it's fused with any kind of genre. Electronic music, R&B music, hip hop music. It's fused with everything and anything.
And you've been
And worked.
with the lady of the moment who's doing Sister Act on Broadway, Beverly Knight as well.
Beverly Knight, yeah.
You worked with Beverly.
I've worked with Beverly Knight as well.
Beverly
You know,
Knight,
she's an,
and she always says I've worked with Shin.
what an amazing vocalist. What an amazing vocalist. She blew me off the stage anyway, you know, because she just belted it out there, right? And but it was great, you know, and people like that know about Bhangra music, and they love Bhangra music, and they listen to Bhangra music, they respect Bhangra music, you know. So it just shows you today where Bhangra music is and the noise it's making around the world.
And you guys have started that in industry, and we used to like skive off college and come and see you guys and everything, and here we are, both of us today.
Yeah.
So you know that's brilliant.
Yeah,
so Bhangra music is here, Punjabi music here.
Oh yeah.
To stay
And
forever.
it's not
going anywhere.
It's not going anywhere.
That's a great note to say. Thank you very much to the one and only, the legend that is Shin Baji.
And I'm not going anywhere.
Yeah, he's not.